The least powerful weapon against a nation's subject is its attack on masculinity. The powers that be want to weaken men so they are easily ruled over and give no resistance. Once upon a time, men were conquerors. They were warriors, explorers, philosophers. They were kings. They brought order through might, if necessary, to provide a safe society for one's tribe or nation. They demonstrated that might is right and is necessary for the survival of one's tribe and values. They were pioneers exploring the world, conquering beast and man. We have seen a drastic decline in masculinity in our times due to the media, politicians, and systemic favoritism towards feminism. Men are afraid to court women. They are afraid of speaking to others in public. They are afraid to take risks in their lives. They have become timid and more reclusive than extroverted and bold. The media demonizes masculinity, calling it toxic masculinity, and air a host of sitcoms portraying men as stupid and submissive to women. White straight men are considered the worst in Western society. Black straight men are considered the so-called white men of the black community. The redemption for such a sin is for the white and black man to become one of the many alphabet letters of the LGBTQ. Men are advised to renounce their masculinity and open themselves up to softness, therapy, and even sharing emotional feelings or crying in front of women and children. Boys are discouraged from playing rough with other boys, as it is seen as toxic masculinity in the making. The sexuality of man is under attack with the promotion of LGBTQ to tame the straight man and to allow their wives and girlfriends to sleep with others. A man is seen as toxic and controlling if he has boundaries with women. Candace Owens posted on X that pornography was created as a tool of enslavement, not freedom. It was created by the most depraved of our human race to psychologically introduce homosexuality, pedophilia, and incest religious sacrament to Satanists. She also posted that it is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men. We are told to explore our sexuality through pornography, much of which promotes incest and their dialogue once again targeting a nuclear family with dysfunction. Men are told men are transphobic if they do not date so-called trans women, thus shaming men to partake in homosexuality. So-called relationship experts promote polyamorous relationships over the nuclear family, even suggesting affairs to explore oneself. Men are encouraged to be cooks, just providers while their wife sleeps with as many partners as she wants. The war on men is strategic by the elite to enforce control over potential opposition to their tyranny. Men are told to reject their tribe and to give in to authority that supposedly knows better than them. They are told that their age-old religious beliefs are archaic and need to become more inclusive to women deacons, priests, and LGBTQ clergy. Men are told to accept illegal immigrants as the replacements, and if you oppose illegal immigration, you are deemed racist and an evil nationalist. Boys are encouraged to identify as females in schools, and many school administrators have been accused of keeping so-called trans identity from parents. Hard times are created by weak men. Men can no longer be docile with their heads in the sand. Men must be disciplined in their lives and think for themselves no matter who opposes them from the mob. He must never be afraid to speak his mind and never cower from the dictates of extremist authority. Moral values need to be revived by men, and a noble tribe must be embraced to eradicate the evils of liberalism. The system is the enemy that wants to subdue men and make them useless in the fight against tyranny. Men must be driven by their purpose and strengthened with their unapologetic masculinity.